Today we're going to react to a Sportsnet conversation about Mitch Marner now playing in Vegas. The focus is to understand how he's performing away from Toronto and whether his game has really changed or if it's just the perception that's different. But before we start, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That motivates me to keep bringing you these videos. With that said, let's get into this video.
And develop really well. I mean, I don't want anybody's problems, but yeah, a fascinating time of year right now. And, it's definitely been a sobering day for us here in New York because of what happened last night. And that's kind of where my mood's been all day, looking at the future with not knowing what comes next.
Valley, Sammy tells me that he talked to you about Mitch Marner's first matchup against the Toronto Maple Leafs in terms of maybe looking into a thought or two. Did he come up with anything on what Mitch Marner is doing this year?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting, Borny, and it was it's amazing how a playmaker can go from one team to the next and not miss a beat. This year, he has 140 chances where he has set his teammate up for a scoring chance. The next closest player on his team is Eichel with 86.
Oh,
it's a
wow,
massive divide.
Yeah,
massive divide. And his primary assist this year is 20. Last season, at this time, he had 145 primary passes to lead his teammates into scoring chances for 22 primary assists. He's doing essentially the same thing he did last year as a playmaker this year. One thing I think is fascinating is seeing when these guys peak, the playmakers peak as goal scorers, because Marner was 24 when he had 35 goals.
Yeah.
And he had 32. He had three empty netters. But I've brought this up in the past. Usually your career years are backed up with some luck, broken play goals. Mm-hmm. He had 8 that year, and he had 8 east to west goals where he's only received 6 east to west passes this year for 2 goals. He's not really getting that cross-ice seam pass this year the way he was when he was 24 years old, scoring 35 goals. That's been the big difference. I still think that to be a great goal scorer in this league, you have to receive great passes.
Fair enough.
And, he's just not getting the pass this year. That's the one piece that he hasn't got. That's why he's got the 11 goals. But the John Tortorella stat that we talked about the last time we were on, which is your plus minus for your scoring chances when you're on the ice. Last year when he was with the Leafs, he was a plus 17. So he would have been on the ice for 17 more goals than expected. I looked it up. He was actually a plus 18 on the season in regular stats. Did you know that this year in Toronto, your leading plus minus guy is Easton Cowan, plus 6. Troy Stetcher, you guys talk about him a lot. He's a plus 4. He's second.
Troy's boys.
Pretty wild. Troy's boys. Yeah. So, yeah, some interesting stuff there, but definitely backs up Marner's playmaking ability has gone with him to Vegas for sure.
Listen, Austin Matthews' numbers have been climbing incredibly high since Christmas here. Can I ask you what Austin Matthews doing after Christmas that a guy like Pettersson hasn't been able to do in Vancouver? Because both those superstars have struggled, and now Austin's taken off, and Petey, unfortunately, is kind of spinning his wheels out in Vancouver still.
Yeah, you know what? To me, this is the essence of our company, which is trying to evaluate how important it is to get a scoring chance, how it helps your team win, how it helps a player score goals. The hardest thing to do in our sport. So Austin has had 40 scoring chances since December 27th. I just chose that as a marker because he had 3 points that night versus Ottawa. So from that point forward, he's been playing at a high level. 40 scoring chances since December 27th. His expected goals is 7.86. He's scored 8. So he's right where he should be. He has 22 high danger chances. And that's the difference. If you want to compare him to Pettersson or anybody else in the league, there's Austin and then there's everybody else. Since that point, he leads the league in high danger scoring chances. You give great players with great finishing ability high danger scoring chances, they come home for you. And Austin's got 22. He's leading the way. The next closest player is actually Tyler Bertuzzi with 18. He's a surprising one because of the way he gets his offense. You know what he's doing, guys, Tyler Bertuzzi? He's getting that positionless offense, which That's what I call it. It's when a player gets behind the goalie and just acts like a backboard.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of those behind
Zach
the
Hyman
goalie.
does that a bit.
Exactly. And because who else is on the list?
Yeah.
Hyman is fourth on this list with 14 high danger. Nathan McKinnon and McDavid round out the top 5. But that's what's been going on. He's got 8 goals, Austin does, in 9 games, but it's because his chances have gone up about 50%. And that's what happens. Give a good player a great opportunity, they're going to score.
Good stuff.
Awesome stuff, buddy. Are we
Boys,
are we
time
got
for grill marks
for you. I got you guys.
All right.
I got you covered.
It's grill
All right,
time.
Borny, you're killing it right now. I got to look over here. Borny's got 27 points. McKee has 20. Kipper, I don't think, has got a point in 2 months. He's at 18.
All right.
Thanks.
We're back.
Thanks a lot.
So this week,
My ego.
we're going to talk. We're going to bring it back to goaltending. All right. And I'm going to talk about front runners, money goalies, and the underdogs. And this is based on save percentage. The first one is based on save percentage when you get ahead by 1 in a game. Who's the best goalie with the best save percentage when his team gets ahead by 1 in a game? And that would be John Gibson, seeing how well Detroit's been doing. Scott Wedgwood, been in that position a lot. Or Dustin Wolf, best front runner in the NHL.
You know,
Has to be.
you like.
Westwood.
I'm gonna go. He said Lee Westwood. I'm gonna go with
Wedgwood.
Give me Dustin Wolf.
I think it's just John. I'll just go John Gibson. I have no idea.
Borny, you're on fire, man.
Yeah.
See,
Here's my logic.
I would have gone with
Give me the
Wolf.
logic.
My logic is that the Avs have been ahead so much that there's too much of a sample size for it to for him to have a weird outlier
stick.
stat.
Doesn't stick.
Yeah, like Wolf is probably there for 10 minutes all year or something.
Borny, you're gaming the system with the way you're thinking.
I think you guys cheat.
All right. The money goalie. So this is the goalie that has the best save percentage when the score is tied. And the 3 options are Jack Reeves, Igor Shesterkin, Spencer Knight.
After hearing everything, it's clear that how we feel doesn't always match reality. Even on a different team and in a different context, some things about Marnie's game still show up. In the end, this kind of discussion shows how narratives and numbers don't always go hand in hand. Sometimes the player is the same, but the environment makes everything seem different. But that's it. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Also, leave a comment telling us which city you're watching this video from.